Welcome back to Sky Gaming Mom. This is part 2 of King of Retail. I left off with being confused about Galen's talents and whatnot. And I'm starting this video off with exactly everything that I did to continue on. When I played, I usually play for very long periods of time, but I am cutting them short for viewer pleasure. Here we are. I decided to buy groceries finally because my store only has clothing in it right now. I already bought the display case for the groceries, and because of previous gameplay, I know how much it holds as far as canned goods. So I tried to buy a very even amount that would fit properly on the rack. Just makes sense, right? You know, the rack has 40 spots. You're gonna buy 40 things for the rack. So that's what I decided to do. I got stuck a couple of times. As you can see, the mouse just stopped. I don't know why, but I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, okay? Here we are, back at Beat 'em Bet 'em. That's what I named the store, and I didn't mention that in the first video. Putting up the grocery items, or I thought I could, and then I remembered that I have to get the delivery first because my store is naked and my storage area is completely empty. Here comes the rude man that drops my boxes off. He never says anything. He could at least say hi, or here you are, when he drops the crap off and leaves. And then it takes my character 40 months to unpack everything, and it's kind of sad. But again, this is going to be another day that I'm going to just fast forward through because rookie numbers, okay? You're going to see the nothingness that happens, all right? So I just want to share. I have to. That whistling, it gets me. It's like, who does that? Who really actually does that when they're waiting at a cash register at a store and they don't see anyone there? Do you whistle at the person who's supposed to be there? Or do you wait? Or do you yell like, excuse me, or something along those lines? Because the whistling, I don't care for that too much. That's horrible. I tried to restock this thing 1,400 times. I didn't realize that. Again, the rookie numbers are being shown. There it is again. Ugh. Okay, so I am doing this again. Look, didn't I already do that? How many times did I do this? Did I place anything up there by the end of the day? I put this crap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, at the freaking beginning, I put things up one at a time because I wanted to make sure I was putting everything up there properly. Now, look. Each shelf holds 9 cans, but I bought 5 cans. And if you just drag and drop the cans to the slots without managing them, it would just say that whole roll would be that kind of food. But I only had 5, not 9. And I didn't want to buy an odd number of cans. I mean, 5 is an odd number, but when you put them together, it gets even. If that makes sense. It's 5 shelves. So I mean, I guess I could have just did 5 rows of 9 and it would have still been 40. I was thinking too hard, maybe. Hey man, that's a thing I have too. At the very beginning of this though, I guess I thought too hard, or maybe not enough, but I got the money rolling in at the very least. You can see I'm getting more customers. They're actually buying clothing and foods, so it's all good. It's all good. It's not that big a deal. I didn't help with sales as much when people like, can you spare 2 seconds? I didn't do that because it was difficult to try to juggle. Like, as you can see, well, you'll see later if you continue to watch that I will attempt to juggle those, and we'll see how that goes. Oh man, I almost had something up there. It's almost closing time though, so let's see if I make putting everything up there properly. But no, I'm browsing more displays, because of course I am. Decided out of nowhere that I was gonna order more clothes for the shop since I had the revenue to do so.
Excuse me.
Instead of expanding, I decided to expand the articles. That's what they call it in this game, articles, or the items. And then I tried to help this guy. I don't like this system. It is interesting to do. I will give it that, but I don't like the system. I figured it out. It's not as hard as it was initially. But no thanks. So I reorder cells again, and I find more clothes to add to the new display I just bought. And don't know why I'm looking at cans right now, because I didn't even finish putting up the cans that I had. Oh, I had extras. I didn't buy enough. Could have sworn I had 40. Why am I buying more? I don't know why I try so hard to do things when I know it's gonna just plop me back into my office. So I decided to hire a new person. I'm gonna read these. You can pause and read them if you would like to, if I go too fast for you to read them. I think I read it pretty slowly. But I skipped that guy. I really wanted a cashier this time around. And I looked through the about me's more at the beginning. I should have looked at the experience more. But at least she knew the basics about the register, so that was good. Her negatives sucked, but it was okay because I was just starting out. I didn't need like a long-term person right off the back like that. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I can just give her shorter days. It's cool. She doesn't need to work that hard. She just needs to be at the register so that I can handle everything that I need to handle, because Mr. Gallon's not. And here I am doing her pay. I tried to give her around the same as Gallon. I think he get paid $74 if I recall correctly. This chick, she wanted 100, and that wasn't enough for her either, even though her freaking experience wasn't like perfect or anything. I was a little annoyed with this lady. A little more than annoyed with this lady. Guys, look. her register is average, but she was excellent at marketing. You know what? I'm just now realizing that she's excellent in marketing, and I might have to go back into the game and fix that. But anyway, I was still pretty bad with reading that. I was still reading their about me's instead of doing the proper whatever. So it's not like she had the hours. Anyway, she got tired quick. She didn't want to work. So you'll see what I do with her schedule here. So there it is. I decided to make her work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a lunch break for, I guess technically that'd just be 6 hours then. Yeah, because her lunch break, I'm not going to count that as her working. She's not working. She's sitting down, stuff on her face. It's like, nah. So I gave her that lunch break because she gets tired easy. And I figure, that I give her rest in between shifts, so I don't have to worry about her upsetting customers or anything like that. And as usual, after every day, I go to the articles and order them. I think this was me adding new stuff. I'm not sure if I had already reordered in store, because I was doing that at first when I was playing around this time. I would just at the end of the day just reorder all sales while in the store. I don't know what difference that made in retrospect, but I guess it made it a little simpler. Off screen, I decided to check to see how much it would cost to expand the store, because I felt I needed more space. And I had also tried to make an ad that didn't go well, so I didn't add it to the video. It's not important. So I sped this day up again because I make some leeway, but not as much still. I'm still working on it. As you can see, I didn't have enough storage. If you stay tuned, you'll see how I upgrade. In the next video, I will be expanding the store. And what else did I expand? I think I expanded the storage. And I also expanded my articles. That's going to be great, because right now this is a hot mess. This store is horrible. Looking back on it now, after playing it and just voicing over it, that thing naked, man. I never thought I'd say that like it's a bad thing. It's horrible. Getting whistled at left and right, running around. Oh, and then it's Saturday, so I didn't put any of my employees on to work for either Saturday or Sunday. But I learned the hard way that in this game, well, the way I have this one set up, the weekends are the busiest days. And I was by myself. And I could barely get out the storage that I had. I unpacked everything, but putting it up on the shelves kind of sucked. It was a good thing it was already pretty stocked and nobody cared to buy anything. Cause that would have been tragic if I would have just had necky shelves. And then I'm stuck at the register. It's like, I don't have anything to buy. How are you up here? You know, that's another thing that I'm just realizing as I'm watching this for the second time. So there were a few times where my store is naked, but I was still able to sell things. And then when I went into storage, there was nothing there. So maybe I was selling straight from storage? Is that how that works? I guess. But here I am trying to place items after closing, trying to beat the clock, because they only give you an hour, and an hour is what, an actual real life minute. Look at those seconds count down as I'm trying to put this stuff on the rack. And then I accidentally bought one of the green shirt, so I had to go back and figure out why I only had one. And here in the next episode, I'll learn how to use the minimum storage option, and you can see how that becomes helpful. But this is the end. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you continue on this series with me.